What's up, everybody? Master Reactor here, and today I have a replay. I just put a poker video up on the channel. I did a live stream video, so now we're on to a replay video. And I played against my friend LucasTheHeretic. He's a friend of mine from way back in the day when I used to play Yu-Gi-Oh! Used to be a beast then, and I'm a beast now, so nothing changes. Except for my age, like in 20 years plus. Well, probably like less than 20 years ago, right at that though, damn near. Almost 20 years ago. But let's see, first of all, we will show the deck that I'm using. It is the Chaos Turbo deck. This is the deck that I stay using. I just think it's the most consistent, and I feel like I can use it the best versus the other 10,000 decks that I have on here. So this is just the one I stick with. Alright, get that out of the way. Let's check the rankings. Let's see what place I'm in. I am in second. Let's go. LucasTheHeretic is in third, so we just had a match right there. Second versus third. If he would have beat me, he would have been second and I would have been third. So, good job me. I'm glad that I came up there. That was really good. Gonna watch this video later. The Bright Side, Nim Nim. Looks like a pretty interesting video. Nice title, The Bright Side. So let's see how the gameplay went. Here it is, right here. Okay, he always throws rock. I've noticed that. So I decided to throw rock as well. And then he switches up and throws paper because I just threw rock. And I throw scissors and I cut him. So that was good. Get to go first, which is great. I'm sure he probably got Warriors. So I opened Faith, Jar of Greed, MST, Knock, Sinister, and Breaker. So I decided to set Jar of Greed, set MST, and set Sinister and pass. He's got Dust Shoot, Kaiku, Saku, Blade Knight, Duo, and Torrential. So he goes into battle and he swings into my Sinister. I say, okay, that's fine. And he decides to set everything and pass. The reason why he didn't duo me there is because he's got Dust Shoot. So he wanted to get value on his Dust Shoot. So I spike his Dust Shoot in phase, which is clutch. I draw into Book of Moon for turn. And I grab my Sinister back here. So I decide to Jar of Greed first. And I draw into a Tribe, which is a pretty nice draw. And I decide to run Breaker out. And he says, okay, he doesn't Torrential. And I Breaker break and hit his Torrential. So that was nice. I go into battle and swing. And he doesn't Saku me. He just takes the crash. And then I set Book of Moon and pass. He draws to another Blade Knight. And he runs the Blade Knight again on me. He sets the duo this time. And he hits me for 2k. And I decide to not Book of Moon. And he passes. I draw into Upstart Goblin. I fire the Upstart here. And draw into a Thunder Dragon. Pretty nice draw. Discard the Thunder Dragon. It was an okay draw. It wasn't the best. And I run Tribe out. And use Tribe's effect. And discard the Sinister. And hit him for 16. And he takes it. Doesn't Saku again. He draws into a Knock. He runs the Kaiku out and tries to attack. But I Book of Moon it. Trying to keep my Tribe up. Main phase 2. He fires the duo. And he picks the Thunder Dragon, and I discard the other Thunder Dragon. And he passes. I draw into a Tsukiyomi here. I grab my Sinister back. I decide to go into battle. And he Sakus it. Okay. Main phase 2, I decide to just knock right here. Because I have the Faith. I should have set Sinister first, the Faith to knock, but I didn't know he had it, obviously. So I set the Faith and pass. He fires a Knock because he thinks it's Sinister, but it is a Faith, so now he knows I have Sinister in hand. And if I wouldn't have set this faith, he would have went and grabbed Don Zalug. So I'm really happy that I didn't set the Sinister. I'll take the faith being banished. Really wasn't much in my grave to grab. Some decent spells, but... And then he Rhodas into Blade Knight versus Don Zalug, because he doesn't want to take the 50-50 chance of hitting the Sinister. So, and I have not revealed Tsukiyomi, so he had no idea I had that. So I run Tsukiyomi out, put the Blade Knight face down, and swing over it. Now he has no card, he's top decking. Set Jar of Greed and pass. He draws into his Umbre of the Dark. He can't do anything with that, he has to just pass. I draw Solemn Judgment for turn, which is nice. And then I draw BLS, so that's really good as well. Banish the Dark, Banish the Light, drop BLS, hit him for 3k, and decide to summon Tsukiyomi and put it face down and set Solemn and pass. He draws to a Book of Moon. He sets the Book of Moon and sets his Ombre and passes. I draw into a Spy. I decide to flip BLS, use the effect, banish it. I run Tsukiyomi out and poke for 11. And he does not Book a Moon, and I pass. He draws to a Tribe. That's not really going to do much for him here, so he just passes. I draw into a Sangan. I decide to flip BLS and swing. He books, and I got a Solemn. So that is the game one. Pretty quick game one there. Did get pretty fortunate. Had some really good draws. Did not draw any Trinity pieces, but didn't need them. So game two, he's got level 2 Dust Shoot, Blade Knight, Rhoda, Mobius, and Torrential. He sets Dust Shoot and sets Torrential and passes. I've got Tribe, Upstart, Breaker, Sinister, Spy, and Mirror Force. So he puts the Sinister back. I really thought this was Torrential here, but I just played right into it, and really wasn't nothing I could do. I fired the Upstart first, drawing a Tsukiyomi, which is a pretty good top deck. And he Torrentials the Breaker. That sucks. I really thought that was that. So I set Mirror Force and pass. He draws into a Premature Burial. He runs a Blade Knight out here. Hits me for 1600. I decide to not Mirror Force. I just take it. And he passes. I draw into the Sinister back. So that was really good. I summon Tsukiyomi, put it face down, and swing. And I pass. He draws into a Rhoda. He fires the... he draws into a Knot. Sorry, not Rhoda. He already had Rhoda. He fires the Rhoda and gets Don Zalug. And now I decide just to Mirror Force it. And he passes. I draw into a Thunder Dragon. I discard the Thunder Dragon and grab 2 more. And decide just to set Spy and pass. He draws into a Tribe. He knocks my Spy, which is fine. I banish 2 more, okay, or 1 more. I boarded 1 out. He prematures into the Don Zalug here, and hits me for 14. I have to take it, and he picks the Sinister. So now he's like, fuck, I put that back, what the hell? So that was a pretty good pick for him. Well, for me. A really bad pick for him, sorry. Bad pick for him, good pick for me. I get Sinister back. I top deck into a Berserkerilla. I run it out and hit him for 600 here. And I pass. He draws into a Brain Control. So his only play really now is to run Tribe out and pop the Berserkerilla. That's like his only play. I'm saying BLS and Snatch, that would be game. But he did not have that. He runs Tribe out, discards level 2. And hits me for 16, putting me down to 34, and he passes. I draw into a Chaos Orc here. So I decide to just banish a Dark, banish a Light, and drop the Chaos Orc. And then I decide to run Tsukiyomi out, putting my sword down and swing. I figure level 2 is gone, 1 knock's gone, so this makes his Snatch Steal just dead. And he has double Mobius and Brain Control, so there's really nothing he can really do. And he passes. So now I flip Chaos Orc, hit him for another 23, and I do the same play. Put the Sorc down and pass. He draws into the BLS. So that pretty much unbricks him a little bit here. And he drops the BLS on me. And hits me for 3k, putting me down to 400. Okay, my turn. I top decked the BLS myself. So he drew BLS, I drew BLS. But this is really good for me because I have Tribe. I use Tribe's effect to pop the BLS. And I drop the BLS, and that is the game. Quick game, quick replay. Y'all hit the like, hit the sub. That's how I like it. It's pretty nice there. That Suk really did brick him there because he had brain control with the double Mobius. So that was a really good play on my part by summoning Tsukiyomi. But y'all have a good day or night. Peace out.